drop into Tilted to see how big it actually is. But first we need to get looted up so we don't die. Okay, well, we can start mapping out the edge of Tilted, and hopefully we don't get killed while we're doing it, though. We've mapped out all of this bit, and we've still got so much more to do. Ooh. Okay, let's try that again. I then spent the next few hours repeatedly dying in Tilted, but surprisingly I actually managed to get a few kills. And finally, after quite a few attempts, we managed to map out all of Tilted. As soon as I got back into my hardcore world, I got a bit carried away and straight away decided to build the clock tower from Tilted. And you'll see why that was a bit stupid in a bit. But anyway, while I was building, I decided on a scale of every Fortnite floor being 9 by 9 Minecraft blocks, and every wall being 6 blocks tall. That means when our build is finally done, it will take up over 100,000 blocks, and a lot of that floor space is taken up by roads. But we should be able to get all of the black concrete we need from our concrete duping machine. Yeah, I don't think we're going to run out of concrete powder anytime soon. And then all we need to do is harden all of our concrete in this concrete converter. But actually, before we can place down any of our concrete, we kind of need to blow this clock tower up. That should be enough. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. So the reason we just did this is because Tilted Towers actually goes down in a part of it. So instead of having to dig out a massive area, I think we should just build the base level of Tilted up in the sky. Once I found myself a good height, I spent the next 20 minutes mapping out the perimeter of our first road. And I had to be exact, because at the end of this video, I'm going to be surprising my brother Lockdown with the finished build. And because Tilted is his favourite Fortnite location, we have to add every single detail, otherwise he won't be impressed. Anyway, back to the road. And finally, there we go. We've got the outline of this one road done, and this one section of road is 240. I think we're gonna have to find a new way to get our concrete. So obviously when TNT explodes, you keep all of the blocks that get blown up. So what if we make a machine that every time we place some concrete powder, a piston pushes it in front of water and it gets hardened, and then once enough concrete powder has been pushed through, it gets blown up by some TNT, and then somehow we can collect the blocks. But obviously doing it this exact way isn't gonna work very well. So we built the collection system for where our hardened concrete is going to go. But now we actually have to build the bit that hardens it and blows it up. Now this is going to be the confusing bit. So first we need some obsidian here. Then we need some repeaters here. And some more repeaters. Oh, and you'll never guess what? More repeaters. Wow. And finally, we've got some chests. I got you. You thought I was going to say repeaters again. Okay, anyway, there we go. It's finally finished. So now we just grab all of the black concrete powder we can from our duper and fill up all of these chests up here, and now we just fill our inventory up all the way apart from one slot and flick this lever and hopefully it should be working. That doesn't sound good. Okay, I think I might have done something wrong. I think I fixed the problem, so let's try that again. Let's have a look. Yes, it's working. Nice. So now we can just stand here in AFK and get all of the concrete we need. But before I could put any of it to use, I had to jump back into Tilted Towers and spend hours counting out every single road tile. And if I made any mistakes, the entire shape of Tilted would be completely wrong. So let's hope I got it right. So after hours of measuring and building, we finally have ourselves a bunch of black rectangles. No, but these aren't just any rectangles. This is the exact layout of the roads and Tilted Towers. But at the moment, I think I've had enough of building floors and roads. So why don't we give our little clock tower here a friend next to it? And if you've played Fortnite before, you'll know that it's this blue building right here. We just got to get to the blue building and run around it so we can see what it actually looks like. Okay, come on, please get a good gun. What the hell is this? I got a bush. There's someone in it. This is what the front looks like. So we can use our clay farm to get loads of bricks for the sides, and then because there's actually no blue wood in Minecraft, we can just use blue concrete for the front and back. But I think we need to try and kill this guy before he kills us. Hello? Anybody home? No! Oh my god, I'm so bad. Okay, so we know where the build goes, we know what it looks like. Now all that's left to do is to collect the right materials. So let's get a bunch of clay from our clay farm and a bunch of blue concrete from our duper. And oh my god, this looks so weird. So I guess let's just start building. And while I'm building this, I want you guys to comment down below, what is your favorite season of Fortnite? I'd say my favorite season of Fortnite is probably the one where they had planes and it was like the Christmas update. Okay, anyway, there's the bottom level of the house done. And oh my god, look how small I am compared to the doors. Okay, there we go. Our second building is finally complete. And oh my god, this is looking so cool. I can't wait to see Lockdown's reaction when the entire thing is finished. But now the next thing we need to do is to address the fact that these buildings are floating in the middle of nowhere. So we actually need to build the paths that connect them to the road. And for that, we're going to need a ton of stone. And we only have 3 left. So let's find ourselves a nice little cave. And I'm going to set a timer for half an hour and let's see how much cobblestone we can get. Surprisingly, in half an hour, we managed to get almost 2 full shulkers of cobble. But before we can even place any of our cobble down here, we need to smelt it all into smooth stone slabs. And while we're waiting for all of this to smelt up, we can actually hop into one of my Fortnite replays. So now we can fly around and map out Tilted without constantly getting killed. And that came in handy because I spent the next 3 hours counting every single path square in all of Tilted. And it definitely wasn't fun. But now we have this grid layout with every single path that we need to build. Now all we need to do is to craft all of these up into slabs and then get our grid up and figure out where we actually need to place these down. For every single one of these red dots, we have to build one of these 9x9 platforms. Oh my god, this is going to take absolutely ages. And it took even longer than I was expecting, because placing slabs is so annoying. But at least I was entertained by seeing the zombies chasing me around. So, we just ran out of these stone slabs. But I did manage to get all of this entire area done. But it's probably not even a fifth of the entire thing that we need to do. So, we're going to need a bunch more stone. But I kind of don't feel like mining it all out by hand again. So, we need to find a way to automatically get a ton of cobblestone. Okay, so I found this really good tutorial by Shulkercraft, so let's quickly build it and see if it works. And there we go, our farm is finally finished, and I'm not sure if it's meant to be on fire, but anyway, let's just flick this lever and click this button, and it should start working. Please don't blow up. And I think that's good. Oh yes, cobblestone is coming into these chests, and yes, I think the farm is fully working. And let's just say the farm worked way better than I was expecting. What? No, that can't be right. Oh my god. Every single chest, apart from this one, is full. And obviously, that one's going to be very full. How much is there? Oh, what the hell? And bam, there we go. So if we just put all of our cobble into those chests, 5 hours later, we've got all of the smooth stone we should need. This is going to take a while. Finally, after hours and hours of placing, we finally built all of the paths for Tilted Towers. And oh my god, this is actually starting to look so cool. But you might be wondering what all these random gaps is, and that's actually where all of the buildings are going to go. So yeah, there's quite a lot of them for us to do. So I'll put all the buildings onto this wheel, and I'm going to spin it to see which one we're going to build first. Oh, and we've landed on office. I'm not even sure which building that is, so let's have a quick look. Oh my god, and of course it's one of the biggest buildings in all of Tilted. And the main resource I think we'll need for this is birch. But I've just discovered that our tree farm doesn't work with birch saplings. Great. I guess we're gonna have to try and find a birch forest and mine it all out by hand. I think that should be enough. Now we just need some clay for some bricks and some quartz from the nether. Go away, Mr. Pig. And now we should hopefully have everything we need to get to work on our next building. And this building was definitely the one I struggled with most, but I think it came out looking pretty good. And oh my god, this is starting to look so cool. But this one took